Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your timeless oracle messages. I hope you're doing well out there. And Leo, I had to take yesterday off, otherwise your reading would have been out yesterday. I've been under the weather, so I had to take the day off to rest, heal, recuperate. Okay, this is a time where you need to be patient. You're getting or gaining more information, but I feel that this is coming in at a slow and steady pace, okay? So before you make any major decisions, get more information. And you may need to just kind of wait something out here. So let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. And this is for Leo and Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I don't know if I said that. However, look at this. I love this. You're getting signs from heaven. Thank you, heaven, for sending me reminders of your presence. You know, Leo, there's a lot going on here with you getting the information you need when it comes to spiritual guidance, what's best for you, and taking your time here. Some of you may need to get some much needed rest. Let's get more about signs from heaven. They're pointing something out. Healthy choices. You're healing right now and improving your health, improving other things in your life too. Now I'm looking at all those streams of light. So, you know, Leo, you're receiving a lot of healing energy and guidance, especially when it comes to getting more information and what your intuition is saying when it comes to healing choices, or I should say having healthy choices, which is the same because it does lead to healing. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. Now, there may be something here for some of you Leos where you just need to wait something out. You know, perhaps there's something going on that you may not realize that could be either beneficial or not when it comes to healthy choices. So, you know, take some time, ask questions, ask your angels, ask for more signs and guidance, especially when it comes to what is the right step to take at this point. And, you know, Leo, I just don't see anything where you have to hurry something along here. So let's continue and see what else you need to know. Oh yeah, we're letting the wild out here. There's something being activated, and it may have already been activated here when it comes to, you know, allowing yourself some type of freedom here, to be wild, to be unencumbered, to give into unbridled pleasures here, doing what you feel is wild. Perhaps it's, you know, getting out there at nighttime and howling at the moon. Perhaps it's, you know, doing something spontaneous here. Let's get a little bit more about this wild. I'm getting fire sign coming through. This is an adventure here. But you're breaking free from something important to tap into something invigorating. Look at this, help from above. Don't procrastinate. You know, you got to follow your instincts here. The more you follow your instincts, the more you're going to see signs from heaven. I mean, look at this, help from above. Do not doubt this. Now, Spirit is saying, oh, okay, Leo, Lenny's here. Okay. Yes, my kitten Lenny has joined your reading. Okay. But you may need to watch out for procrastination, especially when it comes to, you know, doing something here where you're not looking for maybe a go sign. You are the go sign. You are the green light. And you're not letting anything stop you. And it's kind of funny because she's in a red dress. You know, it's like that red light, green light. Yeah, you are well on your way to discovering some type of new energy that is wanted here. And it's warranted as well, because I feel that we've been stuck in a situation for far too long. And your way out is to take on an opportunity or to act on instincts at this time. But you're really going to have to listen to your inner wild self, okay? Spirit is letting you know that you are receiving that help from above. Do not doubt this. Okay, let's see what else for you, Leo. How teachable are you? Okay, There's something going on here, Leo, where Spirit is saying, yeah, see, I feel that you're uncovering something here with yourself. This is like there's something brand new happening into your life. Now, some of you, you might be sensing this, seeing this, um, receiving some type of new ways to look at things, to do things. So remain open-minded when it comes to learning something. Spirit is getting you out of something where, you've been questioning a lot. It's probably been hard to see, what's becoming available or what's there. There's a lot of fogginess, a lot of confusion right now. This is why you need to get more information. Just all you got to do right now, and I know a lot of you, you're already doing this. You just need to have more patience. The more that you are, you know, going towards healthy choices that are aligned with you and your spirit, the more you're going to break free from some type of stagnation. Now we've got this love and, take your masks off, which is really unveiling this wild side within you that's wanting to come out, and perhaps it already has. And so you do not need to be afraid of judgment from others. I know that can be difficult at times, but not necessarily for all of you Leos. But Spirit is letting you know that you have the right of passage here when it comes to being unique, standing out, being expressive, and just being you. So taking off your mask here is just really letting you know that it's not about wearing a false mask. It's just that it's just time to put some masks away. You've grown out of them. It's shedding the old and reinventing yourself. And this is exactly what you're doing. This whole thing about beginner's mind, not letting something stop you or someone. And we're peeling back the layers. It's like all of this stuff and gunk has been accumulated here, and now we've purified it with our own fire energy here, clearing out the fog, the confusion, by listening and tapping into your own instincts. You got to trust your instincts more than ever right now. Your instincts are on point. All right, let's see what else for you. Perfect timing. Okay, what's going to be happening here in perfect timing? Could be about love. I don't know if I was talking about that. We do have something going on with love. Loving yourself enough to not have to maybe play a game, or I don't know, I don't want to say game, but maybe playing a part in life that, you're just done with. You're ready to just be you, this new you. Let's get more about this perfect timing and what's happening for you, Leo. Dreams. Your dreams are coming alive. This is exactly what I'm seeing with that wild card. It's like this victim consciousness card. It's like it's been holding your dreams. And so I would not be surprised if some of you Leos, take it if it resonates, if you've been frustrated here, maybe even angered, because we've got some type of energy that's been repressed, or we don't know that it's wanting to come out here. So it's like, get out of your own head and just do you. It's okay to, stand out on your own too. Now look at this. We got perfect timing when it comes to dreams, goals, something that you have been dreaming of, and perhaps it has to do with love. Now, that could be with someone. It could be about creation here. In fact, let's get a little bit more about this love card, because it's like we're unveiling a new you here. So let's get a little bit more about this love and what Spirit wants you to know. Discover your life purpose. Whether you're in love or not, or in love with your purpose, you're going to be falling in love with your own life. And yes, I do see all things leading to love here. Being an open channel for love. Love creates. Love expands. Love helps you discover your life purpose. Now, there may be someone you have right now or pretty soon that can help you also discover your life purpose. But the trick will be open, you know, to be teachable, to allow yourself to feel wild and safe to do so. When the opportunity presents itself and you can just act on your instincts and letting that wild out, do it. You're being encouraged to do so. What else? Inner child, beginner's mind, and a new beginning here. Tending to the imaginative side, the side that is enthusiastic, excited. You know, we can go through life, right? And as you know, creating stories that could impact our future if we're not willing to set those experiences to the side. It doesn't mean you forget them, but maybe perhaps set those to a side and allow yourself freedom to be just you. This inner child is connected to your dreams. It's connected to that wild side within, and also love here. Let's get a little bit more about the inner child. So we've got to nurture the imaginative, the imagination. We got to nurture the youthful energy that's in you, the innocence that's always with you and in you. Look at that, family and tribe. I'm getting 6 of Cups here. So pay attention to your family, your tribe, your friends, your pets. Who do you vibe with? That's what you're attracting. And know that you have something really good to look forward to when it comes to connection, synergy, feeling interconnected, and knowing where you begin and end and where others begin and end. And this is where we have great support, respect. So you're well on your way if you're not feeling so, I don't know, supported or comfortable with others. There is companionship. There is loyalty. Now stay loyal and dedicated to nurturing this inner child. And the other thing I'll bring up too, because I'm sensing that 6 of Cups, yes, we could be in for a surprise here. We could have people coming back from the past. We could be connecting with family, maybe even family members you didn't even know existed. But also, you know, I'm here to remind you too that there is a soul family as well. What else for Leo? Speak your truth. Okay. Now there's going to be conversations here, Leo, and Spirit is saying you're more than ready to let it all out. You don't have to hide or pretend anything. Even if you feel that it may be uncomfortable to let something not be known, do it anyways. People want to hear what you have to say. You know, Leo, I just get this thing where you're just powerfully stepping into, you know, a more of a leadership position here where you're not questioning yourself. And leadership, you know, wherever that resonates for you in your life, it could be your career, your work, home life. But it's time to announce what it is that you want to announce to the world. It's time for you to be assertive and not be afraid to be assertive. And some of you, you know, you may not have a problem with that. You know, when I see speak your truth, yes, we're asking questions. Maybe we are also in this place, and I encourage you to demand truth from others as well. So don't be afraid to speak your truth. Things are coming out of this. Let's get more about this too. And with that family, that tribe, that inner child, it's easy to speak your truth. Oh, my kitten is getting a little playful. He's getting a little wild. My goodness. Okay, let's go. He wants to play. Okay, let's get a little bit more about speak your truth. And I'm going to see if I can get him to behave. Let's get more about speak your truth for Leo. I'm getting air sign coming through. Water sign is also coming through, and air sign. Let's get more about speak your truth. You know, what do you like, what you don't like? Because, you know, your likes have changed, and it's okay to change your mind about things, you know? This is how you're figuring things out for yourself. Now, you do need to know there's something here that you're sculpting your dreams here. So don't be afraid, to stand in your own truth. If you can't speak your truth, just stand in your own truth. Look at that stability. Oh, earth sign, I love this. Feel assured about the process right now. Feel strong about you. Something is being created when it comes to stability in relationships, perhaps your career, the foundations that are important to you. Ask questions, get more information, be powerful. It's like take charge, take lead here. And I do see a relationship or relationships, and perhaps you have that now, or you're coming into where we have some type of stability here. It's because, see, you're getting help from heaven here to help you with your divine life purpose. See, helpful people, helpful people. They're coming your way. Oh my gosh, I almost see like take off your masks and maybe take off, the extra duty work maybe some of you are doing here. Delegate. Be open to helpful people. Now, this is where we may need to have to be teachable with that victim consciousness. We may just be all up in our head, and that's not where you need to be. Feel it. Feel this when it comes to helpful people, because they do want to help you. They want to help see you be in your power, be of someone that I see has influence here. Your life will be full of good people, Leo. Just know that. Appreciate those people that are in your life right now and watch the right people appear in your life for those that are sensing that, okay? What else? Yeah, there's something better. Ooh, there's something better. I feel we're moving away from those things that make us feel tied down, bogged down, even bored. A lot of you might be feeling bored and frustrated. Well, you be the light. You be that wild, spontaneous one. And trust and know that there's something better. I'm also getting this thing too where it just wasn't quite ready or right in the past here about something, about exploring that wild within and feeling safe to do so. So do it with yourself, okay? And you'll come into a situation here where somehow it's a nice like flow here. Look at that. This is what I like. It's like you really are going towards your family, your tribe, or solidifying the right ones right now and to see it grow stronger. Because look at that wild tiger. Well, maybe it's a tame one, but I love that. Wild, free. This is where you belong. And there is something better. So just hold on tight is what Spirit is saying. Hold on tight. It's going to happen in perfect timing. But in the meantime, pay attention to those signs from heaven. Ask questions. Be willing to get more information. What else? Yep, we're in the alchemy process here. So something is being created. And this is just letting you know how much magic you do harness. So let's find out more about alchemy. A lot of you, I don't know if you're realizing this, but getting this thing about changing forms, and I know it could be like slow and steady, but there may be something where Spirit is asking you to notice how much you have changed and appreciate where you are, because you're landing into a place here, and you already have, where something is building up. Something new is being created from two polar opposites here. And this is going to be a harmonious blend. Let's see what this is. Oh my gosh, recovery. Okay, I really get temperance with this too. So Sagittarius is coming through. Patience is the key. Right timing is the key. You are in the process of alchemy, which means you are neutralizing any harsh or negative energies within your physical vessel and your auric vessel, cleaning yourself up from psychic debris, whether it's yourself or others, and recovering. But you cannot rush this. I mean, this is one of these things where I know, Leo, we live in a fast-paced world, especially with technology. So we've been accustomed, to getting gratification right away. I mean, even for those that shop on Amazon, right? You can get it like in the next day or even that night. But this is something where we have to obey to natural laws. And the natural law is saying, take time for restoration. You don't want to rush this. You will start to sense and feel more power coming to you because guardian angels, ascended masters, and the healer of ages is with you right now. Because you're getting not only ready, you're not only recovering, but you're getting ready to uncover what you've been recovering from. What else? Focus, the wizard of the woods. I see the alchemist here. I see a wizard of awareness within you, and spirit is saying, yes, yes, Leo. There's true magic in your life. You've got great potential. You've already tapped into a lot of it. Now just be open because there's more that's going to open. But you got to focus. There may be something here where, yeah, that victim consciousness is like the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords, we're just all up in our head. We might be having a hard time focusing on what's a priority. Yeah, get more information. Some of you ask for signs from heaven to help you what to focus on first. I mean, I could tell you what to focus on first. It's that healthy choices, and then everything else lines up. It makes sense. But see, you're in the process of creating something, Leo, so you have to have patience. You're merging some type of unknown creation into the material world. Let's get more about focus. It's focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. And I know it can be difficult at times because something didn't go right. And I know it has you questioning things, okay? But you've already dealt with that. So now we're staying open and present to a unexpected and new opportunity. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've been dealing with sadness. Some of you, you're dealing with others. So take this how it resonates. Either you're, recovering from sadness. Some of you might be around someone or people that it's really distracting. I know you may want to help them, but is it taking away from your priorities too, to the point where it's not allowing you some type of freedom? That's what you have to figure out. See, this is what you're transforming. You're transforming that sadness, that victim consciousness into something totally new. But it does take time. Every recipe has its own baking time. Okay, what else for Leo? Look for a sign. My goodness, this is really strong here. Look at that. You got 2 cards, 3 cards. Help from above, signs from heaven. Look for a sign, which, you got to be focused here. The wizard of awareness, or the wizard of the woods, taking that lightning rod and turning it into something because you're gifted with this ability. What's important for Leo when it comes to look for a sign? And yes, Leo, I am still under the weather, so if I sound a little different, that is why. All right, let's look. Give us more about look for a sign. Express your creativity. Yeah, thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. Now, this is part of that wild card. There's something here where Spirit is gifting you not only resilience, but some type of opportunity, idea, solution. Something is being activated within you because you're creating your dreams. Something that's important to you is also important to Spirit. You know, your angels are protecting your dreams, your goals here. Even if you don't know how it's going to appear, I know with that sadness, but it will. Okay, now I may need to, Leo, I'm going to pause the recording and I will be back. See, I'm back. I wasn't even gone that long. I had to blow my nose, Leo. Okay, let's continue and see what else for Leo. Leo, see, I knew you. I know. There may be people bothering the crap out of you or someone too. You know, don't hate, meditate. Oh my gosh, I know it could be hard. It can be difficult, especially when we're challenged by people, by situations. You know, don't hate where you're at though. Okay, I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but Spirit is reminding you that you're creating right now in this moment. When you can neutralize hate by not just giving into it, you know, it's not about going to the other extreme. It's just about neutralizing it without judging it. You know, I think that's the other thing. Sometimes we feel bad when we hate or feel, you know, angered here because it's really not your natural state of being, but it is a valid emotion. But you don't need to be hooked by it. You don't also need to be hooked by others. Okay, so Leo, you know what, Leo? I feel whether you have Cancer placements in your chart or not, you may even resonate with Cancer's reading, or you might find yourself with someone that has strong Cancer placements that's going to help guide you or help, you know, neutralize something that may have been feeling like it's overpowering you at times. And the reason why I say that the reason why I say that is because the title is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like there's other energies hooking themselves into you. That, you know, you need to be aware of not picking up other people's thought processes, you know, ideas here. And I'm not saying that you are, but sometimes even judging that can get us hooked into something here. So Spirit is saying just takes a moment to calm yourself down, to remove yourself from a situation, to clear out the clutter in your car, your home, your environment, anywhere that you spend a lot of time. And that's going to help clear out any of the psychic debris as well, but that's going to help you even feel more empowered and and strong in your own energy field. So Spirit knows you're dealing with maybe even some haters out there, you know. I mean, that's just how it's just how it is right now. You got a new beginning, Leo. Remember, this isn't a time where you want to rush into anything, or don't be rushed by someone either. Do it on your own timing. You got this whole new beginning. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. You know, Spirit knows some of you. I'm getting this thing where you might be questioning something because you've changed your mind about it. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to. If you didn't like it, you don't like it, you know? Let's see what this new beginning is bringing you. Give us more with this new beginning for Leo. Oh, this card, we got forgiveness. That's the leaving that behind. Yeah, it's up to you. Okay. We're worried about something here. So Spirit is saying have forgiveness for yourself, for whatever it is, you know. Forgiveness is the key here. And maybe it's just about giving thanks for this new beginning, giving thanks for or making peace with the past here because it's brought you to this point. And not only has it brought you to this point, but you've got wings from this. See, this is what you're doing with that alchemy card. You're creating flight for yourself. Flight for yourself. Forgiveness is the key, because whatever you fear is unlikely to happen. And remember what I was saying, this is up to you. What do you want to do? And stand firm here. Spirit is saying, don't back down from this new beginning. It's up to you how things want to go too, Leo. You can, for the most part, Leo, you're doing a wonderful job. And I know something is testing your strength to break free, give into that wild part of you that is not meant to be tamed. Okay, Lenny, you're kind of just hogging the whole table here. All right, what else for Leo? Say no. Okay, oops. Let's get a little bit more about that no too. Because I do feel you're saying no to something or someone in the past here. Say no to, frustration, stresses, conflicts. Let's get more about that no. And it may just be a no for now, because you're getting more information. So if you're not sure about something, you can say no, because this to me doesn't have an exclamation. So it's not a solid no. It's just a no for now. Let's get more about no. Yeah, communicate clearly. I was talking about you asserting yourself here, that speak your truth. No means no. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid of what others may think. And also, I'm getting this thing too, take it if it resonates. You don't have to have, a bunch of things attached to the no. You could just say no for some of you. But I do see a situation too, Leo, that there may be a conversation where we can heal and forgive one another if we can communicate clearly. But even if it's not that person that we need forgiveness from, I sense something with that family and tribe where we see eye to eye, and you can feel confident and comfortable with who and what you want to express without feeling judged. What else? Big happy changes. Something is going to come to you that's very clear. You've got things that are changing right before your eyes. Now, there may be, again, some unexpected twists and turns on this path of yours, this new beginning. But Spirit wants you to know, to keep continuing to look for a sign. You've got big, happy changes up ahead here. And Spirit wants you to be prepared. Spirit doesn't want you to feel, nervous about this, stressed about this, to give into it. Let's get more about those big, happy changes. Ask your angels. Your angels, oh my goodness, sign from heaven, help from above. What was the other one that we got earlier? Something else from heaven. But anyhow, look at that. Ask your angels. Loved ones on the other side, ancestors, whatever you believe, they do exist. They're doing something here to help you stay calm, centered, poised, and perhaps tolerant, resilient and tolerant of what's been happening that's been so aggravating. Your angels have things to tell you here. What else? And what I like is I'm seeing you as an earth angel, because I told you got these wings here. And the angels they know what you're up against, okay? The angels know what you're up against when we have to deal with the earthly plane. If you believe, it's all about confidence. Okay, some of you, that victim consciousness is like Eight of Swords type of situation. We had something that had us questioning our belief, our confidence. But your belief is potent. It's part of this wizard. It's part of this alchemy here. Your belief in looking for a sign. It's so important. Because I'm getting this thing where you may have, I don't know why I'm getting like 2 or 3 things here all at one time, like 2 or 3 new beginnings at once. What else for Leo? Shine your light. You're right at home here. I see this as Sun card, which to me would be associated with your zodiac sign. Shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. And this is what you're doing. You know, you're actually taking off what doesn't feel comfortable. That's all it is. What a breakthrough that is. Take off what's uncomfortable and allow your light to shine. Even amongst some of the haters, okay? You're going to have people that don't like that you shine, and that's okay. Who cares? Don't give them any of that juice. Okay, your fire is built to help you. Well, see, they try to put your fire out, but you're not. You're in the spotlight, whether you realize it or not. You know, even making an entry into a room. You've got this power about you. You've got this influence. Shine your light wherever you go. A lot of you, I mean, yes, you've got something going on here with, you know, being creative, with your talents, your gifts, and showing the world what you're made of here and not being afraid to. Okay, what else for Leo? Abundance. Ooh, yay. I think you're the first one that got the abundance card out of the Angel Answers deck here, so I love this. More earth sign is coming through. We got good and great fortune here. Focus on the abundance that is coming to you. You are well on your way to creating more abundance. It's going to help you get out of feeling bad, maybe even strapped, tied down here. But we have to feel and think abundantly. We have to pay attention to how we are projecting things or saying things. Some of you may even have a recovery here when it comes to your finances. But you also have to make healthy choices, though, when it comes to that abundance, too, okay? Being good with it, being resourceful if you need to. I want more, too, with that abundance. Reconsider. Yeah, look, be assertive. It's like not settling for something here, Leo. Don't get pulled or pushed because maybe you know, for some of you, just hear me out, because we tend to do it anyways, consciously or unconsciously. Try to be aware if you're doing something out of making others happy or is it making yourself happy. And for some of you, Leos, that might be a turnaround point for you, because some of you, you've been running your life making others happy and not putting yourself first and making yourself happy, doing what you want to do, feeling the way you want to feel. But look at that. Be assertive. Stand your ground. Make your points if you need to. And don't back down from what you truly deserve. Something better is coming your way. What else? In the near future, Leo, this is that big happy changes. Let's get more to with that in the near future. Something is coming to a head here. So the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through through nature and fresh air. Relax. You're getting the change that you so desperately need. I don't like to say that word desperately, but maybe that's what it feels like. You're going to get the change you need. So calm down, calm, chill, get out into nature, get that fresh air, be out in nature as much as possible. It seems to be the key right now. Spirit is really emphasizing that nature is a miracle healer, works wonders here, helps you to revitalize, reconnect, and also to see the magic in something. And you never know, there may be a special coincidence with something or someone while you're out in nature. What else? Okay, no, that is it. So Leo, let's find out a good fortune that is coming your way that you can look forward to. Or I should say the next good fortune coming your way, Leo, that you have to look forward to. Change and transition. You know what's kind of funny right now, Leo? I know you guys can't hear this, but the dump truck is outside. And like when I was hearing the dump truck, I was like, it was like just this thing where I wanted to say, put those things out in the trash because the dump truck's here and it's going to take it away. And look at this. We got change and transition. What you don't want, put in the trash. This is the time to do it. What you have to look forward to is that change and transition and not feel uncomfortable, because I know something has got you feeling a little uncertain here. But if you notice this, thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. That's the word, safely through this change and transition. Big, happy changes. This is your good fortune, your next good fortune here. Now, before we end the reading, I want to find out from Spirit what's the advice for you for the next week for Leo. The advice for Leo for the next week. Synchronicity. Okay, pay attention, because even whatever happened in the past had led up to this one moment. You had this whole thing, signs from heaven, looking for a sign. That one's lightning rod. There it is. Look for a sign. Synchronicity. Pay attention to these things that you find are coincidental, because there really is no coincidence. It's called well-timed guidance and signs. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. I mean, look at that. Perfect timing, signs from heaven. Look for a sign. So pay attention to the next week for synchronicities. This all leads up to that big happy changes, which I see it as the wheel of fortune. So we could really be leaving some problems and some cycle in life way behind and start a new chapter. All right, now I hope this was helpful for you. Love and light. Take care.